Hello, we're playing a game, and it's not Pokemon. We're playing Wind Waker.
Yeah, we got kind of burnt out on Pokemon, and there's a bunch of stuff that came up with it. But you know, one game that we will always feel like playing together is a good old-fashioned Wind Waker randomizer. So, you know, hopefully that's okay with you guys.
It's fine.
We'll probably come back to Pokemon at some point on the channel, but it will be me playing it instead. But yeah, so if you want to know the settings for this, pretty much every item check location is enabled. We have a starting sword and no starting shield. I should take that off the tracker, which, by the way, we have a tracker now.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I click on it, I'm gonna have to like click back on the definitely real GameCube to refocus. So that's not gonna get annoying. There's probably a way to make it like an automatic thing with like a Lua script or something. And honestly, it's probably not that hard to set up. I just haven't done it. So maybe next time this comes up.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then we're not doing like randomized entrances because that's a lot.
And when Xander does his own randomizers, he does not do starting sword. But I like to not pull my hair out.
I think not having a starting sword is interesting.
Oh my god.
I think it's interesting purely for the fact that like it makes you use a lot of different offensive tools more than you probably would otherwise.
Yeah.
Like I appreciate the hammer so much more now. You gotta get them vertical slashes going. Or the stabs, that works.
Yeah. It's just hard. I have to keep moving to do that.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to avoid being exploded.
Well, I mean, that should go along well with your goal of keeping moving.
Yeah.
Oh, and the other setting I wanted to mention is we have key sanity on, so individual dungeon keys have their own checks, and it's not just like, oh, you got all the keys for this dungeon in one go.
Yeah.
Or no, I think the way it normally is, I'm getting it mixed up with key rings, which is also a setting for this game, I think. I think normally it's just like, yeah, we'll leave the keys in their regular spots.
Dude. I'm being debated.
So yeah, I don't know how that's going to show up on the tracker quite yet, but I guess what we could do is like, if we have keys for an area and we haven't used them yet, then we could light it up.
Yeah.
And then once we use them up, then they go away.
Yeah, I think that works. So we get reminded that, oh, we have a key we can use.
Yes. All right, first item check. Looking for big money, but not actually like currency.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Not too bad.
Yeah, treasure charts are not completely dead weight because treasure charts themselves are checks, but Triforce charts are basically just like worse treasure charts in that format because you know, you have to pay money to decipher them.
Yeah.
And you can't even do it right away because Tingle's a stingy bitch.
So true.
You good, dude?
I'm going to outset first.
Okay.
Yeah. And that was just in my way as I was going.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of like starting items that we would like to see early on, probably the biggest one is the leaf. The leaf lets you get a lot of places. Oh, we actually do start with a magic meter, which I did not realize.
Yeah.
So I will re-enable that on the tracker when I get a moment.
Okay.
There we go.
And there was nothing at Beetle Shop.
Oh, wait, maybe that's for, like, upgraded magic meter.
Maybe. I don't know.
Because does it do... Oh, it does. Okay. Never mind. Okay, we have half magic.
Yeah.
Sorry, still getting used to the whole tracker thing. I want to try and use it for more games, too. Like, I've got one downloaded for Dark Souls, which I would love to do a randomizer for on the channel. Also Elden Ring, which once I finally like sit my white ass down and finish the DLC, then that would be on the table.
Do anything for me? No, but okay. Dang.
And I downloaded one more, and I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. Yeah, we're just getting some easy early game checks.
Mm-hmm.
It's so weird because like Vinny said, I usually do these without a starting sword, and so like I'm having to like reframe in my mind what you can do right off the bat.
Yeah, because
you're a lot more limited when you can't kill things quite yet.
Yeah. Makes things a little complicated.
Yes. But in like a fun way. Doot, doot, doot.
I wanted to see if I could remember that song off the top of my head.
It's only 3 notes.
I know, but I go a little while between games.
That's fair.
I have a bunch of adult, boring bullshit stuck in my head.
True.
That I need to remember.
Yeah, the only ones I can never remember are the 6-note ones.
Yeah, those ones are pretty big. Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah, I did a max settings randomizer not too long ago.
It was around Christmas.
Yeah. And I had like the wildest like run of starting checks I think I've ever seen. I got literally like the bow, a pearl, another pearl, fire and ice arrows, and light arrows all back to back.
Yeah, it was wild.
I had light arrows before I had any other form of offense, which was really funny because it meant I could basically just like, if I was like, you know what, I don't want to deal with this combat, I could just press the win button if I had enough magic left.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember which berries I can do right off the bat?
Oh, Jesus.
I'll just start going here and we'll see. It's whatever.
Yeah. I know you can't do...
You can do 2 of them right away, yeah?
Yeah, I think one of them's the north one.
That sounds right.
But I don't remember what the other is.
I'm going to South America.
I know you definitely can't do the Thorned Fairy Island.
Yeah.
But that's the only labeled one, so that's not helpful.
Oh, messed that up. It's hard to do that with the Swift Sail.
It is. Yeah, I do wish that, like, don't get me wrong. Love that the Swift Sail is here. Glad to see it.
I wish it was a toggle.
I wish it was a toggle. Yeah. It's funny, too, because I just noticed the icon for it on the tracker is the Swift Sail, too.
That's funny.
Like, everyone's just assuming you're playing with that on.
If you ain't, what you doing?
Okay, so you can't do this one. And I don't think you can kill that guy. Because I think he just electrocutes you.
Lost my nerve. Okay.
Oh, we did get one quiver upgrade, didn't we?
Yes. Ooh, I can do Mother Child Island. I'm gonna do that after I get the North Ferry.
Sure. Yeah, there's also a bunch of stuff you can do on Windfall right away, but a lot of it's kind of slow.
Yeah. I just figured I'd get some, like, random ass checks.
Yeah. Get the ones that are easier to forget.
Mm-hmm. That's Tingle Island, where I need to... That one.
Yep.
I saw a spire in the distance and started going.
Honest, like, yeah, easy mistake to make.
Yeah.
There are many islands in this game that, from far away, are just vague spire.
And we shall slay them.
Yeah. I'm really excited for Slay the Spire too.
When does that come out? Do you know?
I don't know if it has an official release date, actually. Sometime this year, apparently.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think it is early access.
Yeah, because I thought I saw some people playing it, but I also might be just Pavloving myself.
I don't know.
Pavloving, that's not the right word. That's gaslighting myself.
Yeah, I just don't like playing early access stuff in general, unless it's like something I know is going to be in early access for 8 billion years.
See, I got a game I'm really excited about for Christmas that's in early access, and I got it as a gift, and I said I wanted that game, and I knew it's in early access, but I'm not playing it yet. I want it to be done. I'm not going to play it while it's still in early access. But it's something I've been anticipating for a while, and I know that might be kind of silly, because what if it never gets out of early access? But, yeah. There's so many functions that they advertise the game on, and it's like, well, you can still play the game, and there's still a lot there, and it's almost a complete game, but it's not yet.
Yeah.
So I don't want to pour 60 hours into a game that's not finished and then have to be like, oh, well, now it's finished. I should play it again, I guess. And I don't know. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
There's like games like Project Zomboid where that doesn't matter to me.
Right. But then there's games where it's like Hades 2, where it's like basically the game, but then like it's just like the first area or whatever.
Yeah. Because Hades 2 has been in early access for a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the ghost ship. There was a little kerfuffling. I don't know how it's going to go in editing, but bug in room.
Bug in room.
It was bug in room, and our cat was freaking out, and he went up on a thing he's not supposed to get up on, and he knows he's not supposed to get up on. So
but it's because there was bug there.
Yeah, there was bug in room.
He did it with noble intentions.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, wow. Secret cave charge.
Do these guys despawn forever?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
And in fact, if you kill them once and then leave the island and come back, they will respawn. They just won't drop another chew jelly.
I keep getting distracted.
I saw the submarine and I almost went, a subway. It's not how that works.
I don't know.
Subway. Eat.
Wow. Love that for me.
Go.
Oh, I do like none damage left beef.
That's okay. These guys have none health left beef.
They take 2 hits.
2 hits is not that bad.
Hi, my baby's here. My firstborn child. aka our first cat.
What's up, Stinky?
Dang, the girls are getting me.
There's a heart over there.
Wait until they learn I like men. What?
The plot twist.
I don't know. I'm in Spain.
It's okay. It shall end. This too shall pass.
I don't know if you're gonna hear that on the mic, but yeah, Stinky just bonked it. He's been very cuddly lately. Cuddly.
Dude, you gotta pick a spot to settle down.
He's like, but I want to be on both your laps at the same time.
Not how that works.
That's so true. Goodness gracious. This is what it's like to be at the DMV.
Yeah. Swarmed by the ninets.
Yeah. Yo, he just fell.
That guy just no-clipped out the fucking map.
Yo, that's me when I die.
That's wild.
I saw a meme that was, when I die, I want you to spread my remains on the beach. I also do not want to be cremated.
Oh.
What's wrong with that?
It took me a second. What did you get, by the way? I completely blanked.
Piece of heart.
Oh, okay.
Their AI gets stupid.
Yeah. They enter runaway mode, and then they try to disappear beyond a horizon line of some kind.
Yeah, and it doesn't really work out in these areas.
Yeah.
Where was I just at?
You were just at Crescent Moon.
I saw on the ferry island there was another submarine, and I wanted to do that before
Oh, okay.
before going to Mother Child Island.
Cool.
I just keep seeing things I can do, and I'm like, I'm gonna do that before I don't do that.
Yeah. I am going to check the card game.
Oh yes, there was a new update to the Pokemon card game app
Yeah.
this morning.
And it's Gen 4 themed, and
He's living.
yeah, that's my favorite. And so I am actively thriving.
Yeah.
There's also some cool stuff going on here with all the new cards.
I played it right when it came out, and then I just kind of fell off. It's fun, but yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I feel like it's the type of thing where, like, it's in this weird middle ground where, like, if you only pop in every once in a while, then it feels like you're constantly being, like, outpaced by people who are, like...
On that daily grind.
Yeah, on the daily grind. But then if you're, like, a daily grind player, it's like you're not getting that many, like, new cards per day or whatever after a certain point. And so... I don't know. I think the best kind of player to be is one that just pops in semi regularly. They did finally add trading to the trading card game Pocket app, which is still kind of baffled that it wasn't there in the first place. But yeah, I'm just glad that Steel type and Dark type decks can, like, be a proper thing now, because I don't know, they really did not have a whole lot of emphasis on them before this update, and so there just, like, wasn't enough cards to make it worth building a deck around most of the time, at least in my opinion.
Fair.
But now there's neither Steel or Dark had any EX cards before this update.
Damn. I just got very comfortable in the deck I made, and that was 2 big updates ago, and so now I know it's not probably going to be as good, and I don't know. I like winning.
That's valid. Yeah, I still think there's some older strats that will work. Like
Frostmoth.
uh
Do you think my Frostmoth Sleepy Soup deck could work still pretty well?
yeah.
See-
I would say it's definitely not like getting like power crept or anything.
You want to explain that deck a little bit?
Yeah, basically, there's a card, Frostmoth, where for a pretty low amount of effort, you can just put your opponent to sleep every turn, and then they have to flip a coin on whether or not they wake up from sleep. And if they don't wake up, then they just can't attack you.
And then I get some Greninjas in there, and they sit in the bench, and they have an ability where they can just snipe whatever.
Yeah, they just do free damage.
No energy, again, it's just an ability.
Yup. They don't even have to be like in the active spot. So they literally just sit on the back line and do chip damage for free.
It's like 10 damage, so it's not a lot, but if for like a free hit of 10 damage just constantly every turn.
It does add up. So like Frostmoth itself doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but its goal is to hopefully be lucky enough that the opponent stays asleep long enough to just die.
Yeah, so I get that going. And it's kind of niche, takes a little setup, and it can be a pain in the cock, but when it works, it works. I've bullied children on that game.
Yeah, there is also like a grass type equivalent to that now too. With not this most recent update, but the one before it, they added Shinotic, who is basically the same card as Frostmoth, but for grass. Mm-hmm. You don't have the Greninja backline support, but then ideally, you send out Shinotic, you put some stuff to sleep, and then while everyone's distracted with that, then you set up some kind of like disgusting Celebi EX in the background, because that's one of the most broken fucking cards in all of existence.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. The game was fun, but also, I don't know. Again, I got a little bored.
That's fair.
But I don't uninstall it, because then I'm like, oh no, my cards.
Yeah. You should trade all your good cards to me before you go.
Yeah, because I don't know if I will pick it up again. And if I do, it's probably going to be niche, tiny little bit.
But yeah, what I was going to say is like Charizard decks are probably still going to work. Mewtwo EX decks are probably still going to work. So like there's older stuff that is not like inherently invalidated. I did notice that a lot of the new cards they added seem to have good matchups against Mew EX, who was like a big threat last update.
Yeah, he was kind of a pain in the dick.
Yeah.
People would be just throwing him out there and being like, yeah, I'm cool. And it'd be like, thanks.
Yeah, because Mew EX's whole deal is they don't really have any attacks. They can do 10 damage, but that's literally like the bare minimum. But then for 3 energy of any kind, mind you, so you can slot Mew EX onto literally any deck that you feel like. Mm-hmm. It just copies an opponent's attack and then uses it against them. Mm-hmm. And so if an opponent has an attack that can knock itself out within 2 turns, then usually Mew EX can beat it. Because like that card comes in, kills something, Mew comes in, uses its move against it, and then tanks a hit and then does it again, basically.
Okay.
But there's a lot of cards that have like, I think, specifically good matchups against it. Like there's one that it does more damage the more like extra energy you have attached to yourself. And so, like, Mew doesn't have the extra energy for the attack. I think they have one because it's like a 2 energy attack, and Mew would have 3 to be able to use it.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you're coming in there with like 5 energy, then you can like just one-shot Mew to begin with.
Yeah.
And then it won't be able to one-shot you back because it won't have the same strength, which is odd. Bastiodon also seems to have like a really good Mew matchup because I don't remember how much damage it does with its attack, but then it's got an ability where every time you use an attack on it, there's just a 50-50 chance that it does 100 less damage. Sheesh. Which is a lot. So like Mew doesn't have that ability.
Yeah.
You know, it just has the attack. So I don't know. I'll stop talking about card game meta stuff, but I'm really excited about that right now.
So I just learned how compasses work. I meant to go to the western fairy island, but I accidentally went to this one. And then I was like, oh, I can't go there.
You pulled an east. I thought you meant west.
Yeah, I did. So now I've gone over this way.
But that's good to know. You cannot do the eastern one. Western would have been my first guess. Oh, shit. You can warp out of here.
Really?
Yeah. Just get the fuck out.
Yo, we need you to stay longer after work. I don't know. I thought that was funny.
He's got the vibe of like a really shitty shift manager.
Yeah.
We're a family here.
Well, my family hates me, so like...
That's not completely true.
No, yeah, that's not completely true. A large portion of my family are chill. There's just a vocal minority.
Yep.
Like in real life.
Yeah. Yeah, for those who are unfamiliar with this game, we would need either the bow or bombs or
boomerang.
The boomerang to beat a big octo.
Boomerang.
And they do drop items, but you need the grapple hook to actually pick them up, with the exception of one who just gives it to you. So they will not be worth going after for probably quite a while.
Yeah, when I was little and played this game, I would always do the big octos with the boomerang.
Oh, same. Boomerang is by far the easiest way, I think.
I don't think I can do this one either.
Oh, you can't. That's the fiery one.
So I can only do one Great Fairy. I have checked all of them now except for Thorned.
Yeah, because you did the southern one, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Now I'm going to go to Spectacle Island.
Yeah. Did you do Mother and Child?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
But yeah, I think Spectacle will be a good one because it's just a mini game.
Yeah.
And I have some money to spend. It's an easy mini game. You got to do it twice, yeah?
Yes.
There's a baby running around by my legs.
When we say baby, by the way, we mean cats. We are not parents of human children.
Yeah, we are parents of kitty meow meows. But I call them my babies, and so yeah. You know how much this fucking tornado-ass bitch lives in my nightmares?
Yeah, Tornado, very similar situation to Big Octo. We can't do that until we have the bow.
Okay, so lore dump. I suffer from chronic nightmares. It is so funny, but it's so funny because I also have a lot of Wind Waker dreams. Like, actually, because I've been playing this game since I was small, so it exists in my brain. So Wind Waker nightmares are the funniest freaking thing.
That's valid. I'll find if I get like really hyper fixated on a game, then I'll have dreams like in that game's format. Like I've had like Isaac dreams, I've had Elden Ring dreams.
I've had Five Nights at Freddy dreams.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's usually like I'm in Wind Waker and then Ganon shows up and he's mean and scary, or there's the tornado, or the water has really like tsunami. Yeah.
Yeah. I realized I started talking about like starting items that we would want to see, but then
You said a couple.
I think I just said the leaf, and then I left it at that.
Well, that's kind of a...
Don't get me wrong, the leaf is fantastic. Other great ones right away would be grapple hook, because that unlocks like all of the checks locked behind treasure charts. And bombs are also really good.
Bombs would be so good, dude. Would be so awesome.
And then like hammer's decent, delivery bag's decent. Picto box isn't bad, I guess.
Yeah. Can't you beat the game with just a leaf at this point?
I don't know, probably.
I don't know. Speedrunning this game is
nutty. Yeah.
That's probably a 40.
The last time I really was into Wind Waker speed runs, the world record was 4.5 hours long.
Well, that was before barrier skip, yeah?
Barrier skip was impossible. The barrier's so tall, they said.
Yeah. And then it's gonna cost me another 50 rupees, but I don't have 50 rupees.
There's a jar you can break that I think drops 5. Or at least usually drops 5. Or at least has a high likelihood to drop 5. It's also kind of a bitch to get to. Ooh, secret hidden jar. Oh. He's gaming. Ooh, it dropped 5. I'm so smart.
It would be so awesome.
It would be so cool. Oh, another hidden jar. He's like trying to stash away his pottery projects so we don't break them.
Yeah. He's like, please stop.
But yeah, you just run this minigame again.
This mini game is really easy because everything's in increments of 5, and it's pretty visually easy to tell what's what, I think.
Yeah, I would agree. Usually at most you're off by like 10 degrees and then it takes another couple guesses, but you have an average of 2 shots per barrel to get it sorted out.
Yeah, you're unlike Sploosh Kaboom, another mini game in this.
Run by the same guy.
You run by the same guy.
I think that's a 30. Oh, get fucked.
Yeah, I think that's a 30.
Sorry, continue.
Yeah, Sploosh Kaboom's just... Oh, get fucked.
Oh, okay. My bad.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Sploosh Kaboom's random chance minigame. This one is too easy.
Yeah.
Well, if you know the what's up with it, then you're good.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, that's actually not a waste of a silver rupee for once. I'm genuinely impressed. Most of the time in this game, like your starting wallet is 200, and there are several silver rupees in the item pool. So most of the time you get them, and like your wallet's already full, or you're missing like, I don't know, 30.
Yeah.
So I would say go to Windfall and...
I was going to do auction.
Yeah, check auctions. I guess, again, for people who are not as familiar with this game, I don't know, it just gives me something to talk about.
Real quick, yeah. We've done a couple not auctions. We've done a couple Wind Waker randomizers. We've done one on the channel before and have done a handful outside the channel. So like we just know what's up.
Yeah, we know the jig pretty well at this point.
We're gonna forget shit and we're gonna be malding, but it's fine.
Yes. This time we do have a map on the tracker. The map is currently hidden because we want to try and figure it out ourselves. But if we get really stuck, then we don't have to look at the spoiler log. We can just check the tracker map to see where we can get to.
One of these days also we'll play Wind Waker, actually.
Yeah.
I joked that we would do it after the fact, after this, but Xander was like, no.
Not like right back to back, no.
You were going to talk about auctions?
Yeah. So at nighttime on this island, there are 4 different item checks that are in the auction house. And generally to win the auction, it takes like a fair bit of money. And so if you're maxed out on money and like you need the most expensive auction item, like if it's something really crucial like the leaf, it's better to know that like early. And so like the moment your wallet fills up at the start of a randomizer, I think that's the best use of that money.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, what else do you really need to buy in this game, right? You can buy, like...
Trading Quest and Tingle stuff.
Yeah. And the Trading Quest is, like, a big, long side quest that you can't do until you have the delivery bag. So that one's not as important. At least not right away. And Triforce charts... I mentioned are basically just treasure charts you have to like pay money to decipher, essentially. They cost 398 rupees specifically, and our max wallet size right now is 200, so we can't do that either. So this is like, we're gonna get a bunch of money early game probably. Best to just, you know, use it instead of...
lose it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Use it or lose it. Instead of letting it go to waste. How many Tingle statues are we at? 2. I wish there was a way to mark that on here. I'm gonna check that once you are like not drowning. Okay. Mm-hmm. 2.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, I haven't really played around with the tracker a whole lot. Still getting used to it.
That's fine.
But yeah, there's also a bunch of stuff you can do in the daytime at Windfall without really needing any items. There's the song guy who normally would be the guy who teaches you the song that switches the daytime. You can play hide and seek with these kids.
There's an auction house. Secret chest.
Yes, I always forget about this one.
You can play Sploosh Kaboom.
You sure can play Sploosh Kaboom.
If you have the pictograph, you can do some pictograph side quests.
Yes.
You can do some spoil bag shit. You can. I should talk to Maggie.
Yeah, because does Maggie give you anything?
I think so. Because she wants you to mail a letter.
Yeah.
Okay, damn.
I am marking that one down right now. Thank you very much.
Damn. It's not going to be super helpful because, well, it will be kind of helpful. I was going to say it's not going to be helpful because we don't have the messenger bag. So, like, when we get mail from that, we won't do that. We won't get mail from that because you have to mail the actual letter to get that.
Yeah.
That was so confusing. I'm so sorry, guys.
Wind Temple Small Key. Oh, it does have a little number. Nice. Love that.
I'm going to go do the song, and then I'm going to play hide and seek with the kids, and then I'm going to do auctions.
And you can also do the thief girl, too.
Yeah. That's just, there's some daytime stuff and some nighttime stuff.
Yeah. What I was going to say is Triforce pieces, they don't necessarily unlock any points of progression, except once you have all of them, that's what lets you access the last area of the game.
Yeah.
So even though it's not necessarily like, oh, great, like this unlocks so much for me right now, it's still something that we need to get all of them eventually. And I think there's 8.
Yeah. That sounds right.
Similar thing with the 3 pearls that you see grayed out.
You need 3 pearls to get a check. Well, you need to get them to go to Hyrule.
You need to get those. You don't actually need them to go to Hyrule.
Really? I thought that opens the portal.
No, the Triforce opens the portal.
Oh, yeah.
Because I had this last time where I got all of the Triforce pieces before I got the 3rd pearl. And what the 3 pearls do is actually spawn the dungeon that is like on the ocean layer next to the portal to the final area. And so it was really weird seeing the portal without the big tower there.
Mm-hmm. The kids outside are a bunch of bitches.
Yeah. The teacher's like, geez, I wish someone could calm down these rabble rousers.
And then I go outside and I take my sword out and I kill them.
I would try to do that as a kid. I would be like, why is this child that's like 2/3 my height trying to bully me? I will kill you. I have a sword. Anyways, yeah, I suppose I should explain the Tingle statue things too. Normally those are like super hidden chests,
like
throughout the various dungeons of the game.
We're talking hidden, like invisible. Like
literally you would not be able to see them unless you have a Game Boy Advance connected to your GameCube. And they give you a Tingle statue for each one you find. There are 5 of them, 1 for each dungeon in the game. And once you have all 5, then you get like a bajillion rupees, which is a check. So Tingle statues are kind of like a 1/5 of a check, if that makes sense. Oh yeah, you can also do pirate ship.
Oh, okay. The pirate ship's weird because the pirate ship is only here in the actual game for like a night.
But while it's here, it's got an item chest in it.
Yeah, so like in this game, in the randomizer, it's just here all the time.
Yeah.
Because there's like no way to do that scripted event.
Yeah, because the scripted event is tied to a certain amount of story progression, and the randomizer pretty much guts the story out of the game. So that way you can go anywhere and do whatever at any time instead of just like the end of the game, pretty much. Which is why we want to play this game just like regular on the channel at some point, because it is a game with like, I don't know, it's got good plot that is like nostalgic to both of us, and I don't know, it's got dungeons that don't expect you to have certain items, and then you can just walk in there with those items in a randomizer and completely like break it.
Yeah, I don't know, this game is good. And that's why we like to play the randomizer, because we get to play this game more without having to constantly replay the story.
Yeah,
the story's good. The story is good. I like it.
Yeah, it's just a way to get like, that doesn't actually do anything for us, but it's kind of funny. I'll mark it down. There you go.
I don't know if I need to talk to her again, but I will.
I think you do.
Because I feel like she's going to be like, oh, thank you.
Yeah, I think she gives you like $20. Maybe that's not randomized.
No.
Yeah, you mentioned the Sploosh Kaboom minigame earlier. That is also on this island, and that is another good use of
shmoney.
Yeah, shmoney in the early game, because it's literally just Battleship, except in order to get like, first of all, a win is a ridiculous amount of luck, but also to get like a second hidden like bonus reward, you need to beat the high score, and that means you have to get even luckier. And so even though it's only, I think like 10 rupees per play, like they fly by quick.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
I don't know. I just kind of felt evil intentions.
Understandable. Happens to the best of us.
Also, your sister's in here for no reason.
Yeah, because otherwise you don't get to see your sister at all in the randomizer.
She's great. Link was gonna have a sister in Breath of the Wild. Did you know that?
I did not.
She was in the Japanese version of the art book, but for some reason they took her out for the English version.
That's odd.
I want the Tears of the Kingdom art book. I'm gonna fucking shoot myself in the foot with a gun.
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft. Yeah. Can I go on my Tears of the Kingdom rant?
Go for it, man.
So I've been playing Tears of the Kingdom finally after like a year of it being out, almost 2 years. 2 years and a couple months. And I think I don't like it as much as Breath of the Wild. And I hate that because I really want to like the game. But Breath of the Wild didn't have enough stuff going on. This has too much stuff, and it's not stuff I want to do. I don't care about helping Koroks. I don't care about building... Sorry, cats were doing chicanery.
Someone biffed it on the couch over there.
Yeah, I don't want to build signs. I don't know. The story progression isn't as smooth as Breath of the Wild.
It's really weirdly done.
Yeah, and... I got all the memories like right away. That's what I did. And I know that's probably not the best way to go about that, and I fucked that up. But because I just wanted to know what the plot was, and I did it, and I'm like, I just want to experience that plot. And also I was kind of pissed off because the whole point of the game is like, where's Zelda? We gotta find Zelda. And I know where Zelda is now because I got all the cutscenes. So now it's more just kind of like, what are all these Zelda like apparitions? And it's like, everyone talks to me like I'm a fucking dumbass child, like, where's Zelda? And it's like, I know where she is.
Yeah, nobody reacts to like the information that the player has about the game. And so, I don't know, you feel less a part of things.
Also, I think it's really weird because there's so many people who should know you from Breath of the Wild, but they don't.
Yeah.
And instead of like finding some way to do that or just have them acknowledge you, they were like, oh, we don't know who the fuck this guy is.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's Link.
It's weird because, I don't know, some people it's like, oh yeah, Link, that's my homie. We've been inseparable for the past like however many years. And then
like story important characters are like that.
Yeah. And then there's other characters that are like, I don't know, it weirdly feels like a canonization that you only played through like 30% of the content in Breath of the Wild. You know what I mean? Where it's like, it just expects writing wise that you didn't do like any of the stuff with these NPCs prior, which is a really weird assumption to make. But that's how it's written.
Yeah, I don't know. Gameplay wise, it's fun. The building's fun. The building doesn't carry it enough.
I just wish there were better applications for it because it doesn't feel like the game was built around that mechanic.
No, it wasn't.
The shrines were, and the shrines are great because it feels like, you know, an actual like puzzling use of all that stuff.
Yeah.
But then you use it in the dungeons, and then half the time it feels like you're like breaking the dungeon.
Yeah. And you know, we had the champions in Breath of the Wild, and now we have sages in Tears of the Kingdom. Sages have no personality. They don't even get faces. And it's like, oh, okay. They get cool masks, but they're so unimportant to the plot that they just kind of, and I might be missing a cutscene for it, but they just kind of show up, and you're like, we were a sage, and here's your rock for beating a dungeon. Congrats.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I don't know why they're there.
I don't get it either. Also, I'm gonna talk spoilers now. Sonia dies and Rauru dies. Mm-hmm. And they're the king and queen of Hyrule.
Dude, are you okay? Just play the song.
Sorry, I was tweaking. And they die, and they don't have a child, from what I understand. And they're like, yeah, we feel a bond, a like genetic bond with Zelda, and it's like,
Huh?
Because like Sonia is like, I feel my light energy, or no, I feel my time energy in you, and I feel Raru's light energy in you. And it's like, oh, that's kind of cute. Both of these motherfuckers die without producing a child.
I think it's an altered timeline sitch in some way that does not erase Zelda from existence, Back to the Future style.
Yeah, and I mean, the symbol is an Ouroboros, and it's like Zelda going back in time, and then shit. How do I quit out of a thing?
Just hit B. So, okay, that is one of 4 auction items that is a dud. Joy pendants do eventually like unlock something once you have spoils bag, but it is not worth doing an auction for.
No.
You will get plenty of those, and if you can't, then by the time you need them, you will probably be able to farm them. That is more important, yes.
What's the... Is it like 20 or 10?
Oh god, I don't remember. I think it's 18. Or something along those lines. No, do it. Don't wait for them to raise the price.
Why not?
Because then you lose money.
Money.
So... Oh, okay.
I just did 20. Whatever.
Yeah. Sorry, my math was way wrong on that.
Yeah. There's a lot of things I like about Tears of the Kingdom. It just isn't Breath of the Wild. And I'll beat Tears of the Kingdom eventually. But I don't know if I am more willing to replay it like I am Breath of the Wild. Like Breath of the Wild, I enjoyed so much I did a no teleporting run, no fast travel run.
And see, I don't really like enjoy Breath of the Wild a whole lot. And so I go back and forth on whether I like that game or Tears of the Kingdom more. I also have not beaten the game, by the way. You should raise the bar more than that. Yeah, like where it's at right now, that's where I like to like leave it when I have free time.
Breath of the Wild isn't the perfect Zelda game, but it's a good one.
I think it's a
good step.
It's a good game, don't get me wrong, it's just not my kind of game.
No.
Dude, keep going, keep going. Okay. Just bid the full 200, fuck it. We ball. Because that should buy you enough time. Yep.
Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
Cool.
I'm broke.
Check your inventory. I want to know which song to mark off on the thing. Oh, okay.
The car.
Gotcha. Cool, cool. Yeah, that will let us access stuff in Wind Temple. Although Wind Temple is kind of busted and you can like clip through a bunch of shit really easily if you know how. So like it's probably the least required song in the game besides I guess like the day-night song. But still, like we're not doing that. So yeah, then there's this girl who will run this big complicated route all the way through Windfall and then eventually just end up right back here. So you can just kind of wait here for that to happen.
Mm-hmm. There was a side quest like that in Tears of the Kingdom actually, but I was like, oh, she's gonna like maybe lap around town and do something. No, she just kind of walked across from her house. And I was like, oh.
That's funny. The worst version of this that I think I've ever seen is the one from the starting town in Morrowind, where it's like, oh, this guy has like a secret stash where he put my money, but
It's actually that guy's money. They just rob him daily.
yeah, but then like the only way you can actually trigger the guy to do this sneaky thing is to stand up on this tall ass tower, and then you have to just like look down at this game that runs in like 480p and try to suss out like who everyone is and when they're sneaking and all that.
And you can't fast travel while standing there because this is an older Bethesda game, and standing and sleeping outside, like loitering, is illegal.
Which, don't get me wrong, love that as like a mechanic. It's just then you need to like design other things to work around that limitation.
Yeah. Because I don't even think there's an inn in that first town.
No, there's not. It's literally like, welcome to Satanine. You're either going to just like stand around all night or fuck off and run to a different town. Okay, Wind Temple Big Key. I'm writing that down. We have a lot of stuff for Wind Temple already.
I think we're going to Wind Temple.
I mean, we most certainly will be at some point, but we need a few more things before we could actually do anything there. Mm-hmm. Most importantly is command melody. Without that, you can't even get past the first room.
Mm-hmm. Well, now we're broke.
Yeah, but that's okay. Because there's still plenty of other stuff we could do.
Not here, though, yeah. I think we're kind of done here for now.
Yeah, I think we're done here. I say there's plenty of other stuff we could do. I don't know what off the top of my head. We could do mail sorting at Dragon Roost. You know you can just fast travel there, right? Okay. I mean,
I thought that was a funny reaction.
Sure.
Was it funny?
I guess, yeah.
I like sailing in this game, which probably isn't good for Let's Plays.
Oh, we can also do pop rent while we're sailing past it.
Which probably isn't good for Let's Plays and is not the most...
Oh, and the guy with the ship. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my boys. Yeah. Yeah, he said the thing.
Thanks.
Okay, cool. I mean, that is on brand for them. Bye. But yeah, Pop Rent Isle has like a couple different like stages of checks you can do.
Yeah.
But one of them is just a chest you can get to right away. Sorry.
My cat was tweaking.
Yeah.
He's doing the fent walk.
He was pushing stuff off the table, making room to make lines of cocaine.
Our cat just likes to lay on the coffee table, and he has to stretch out to do it.
Yup, gotta stretch out, take up all the room, push everything off.
Yeah.
Burger King foot lettuce.
Is there a chest up here?
No. You would need a grapple hook. You had the right idea, you just don't have the item.
I don't think there's anything I can do in here, Xander.
No, there is. Go down, not that one, to the right, that one.
Oh, there's a side.
Yeah, you can walk past there.
Okay.
I mean, health doesn't really get you any progression, but it is nice early game. Just because naturally you'll be wandering into areas with like late game enemies and you don't want to get like two-shot.
Yeah.
Just makes life a little easier. So definitely not going to say no to a heart container at this point. But yeah, Dragon Roost Island, despite being like a fairly important island with like a dungeon and everything,
Doesn't have a lot of checks.
it really doesn't. you can enter the dungeon and get a check before you get blocked by needing a key, so there could be something there.
We'll check. Drive by real quick.
Yeah, some of those rafts have chests on them, and I only remember one of them because I didn't know that raft had a chest, and then it had one of my sword upgrades.
And sometimes you can't tell if it's a chest or a barrel, so I just like to ram into it.
Because they look the same from far away.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can also do the Wind Waker thing at the back.
I'll do that first. Might as well.
Yeah. Just while you're down here.
It's going to be bubblegum.
That's weird looking bubblegum.
Yummy.
But yeah, I don't know. It is weird that there's not like more checks on Dragon Roost, because you would expect there to be like a couple different like side quests and things. And I mean, there's a couple. And by that, I mean, I think maybe literally just 2. There's also like a heart piece. You just let that happen, huh?
Perhaps. Perchance.
You can't just say perchance.
Yeah, I can. Where are you, my mom?
I suppose what I mean by there's not a lot of checks is there's not a lot of like checks that you get from doing like little side quests with NPCs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
At least compared to something like Windfall.
Yeah. Windfall has no dungeons, but is like kind of a...
It's like the hub town.
It's like Kakariko.
Yeah.
No. Outset's more like Kakariko. And Windfall is like Castletown.
Yeah.
They're both kind of Castletown-y. I don't know. There is no Castletown. Everyone from Castletown is dead.
There is also no castle, at least not above the ocean.
No. Do I need to pull that down? Probably should.
I think the rock stays broken either way, but you might as well.
Still.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Okay. Bro hit me with the beige triangle.
White mom core. White rich mom core. Had to specify there.
What do you mean?
Have you never heard of like sad beige moms?
Oh, I guess, yeah. But
I don't know, your mom was not a sad beige mom. So.
No, my mom thought beige was boring and ugly.
My mom was... I don't think she knew what colors were.
Color receptors broke on the 15th pack of cigarettes.
I'm definitely not on my A game, I can tell you that.
That's okay, this minigame's hard.
You know what else is hard?
Where are you going with this?
You know what else is hard? My crackers, because they're stale.
Oh, damn, that sucks. See, I don't trust, this is going to sound like a weird statement. I do not trust stale grains right now. I had a whole, like, food poisoning debacle.
Yeah, he
with,
ate, like...
expired tortilla chips. And I was like, oh, no, they're going to be a little stale. And, yeah, it was not a good time.
They were a lot stale, and it's... Usually, from what I looked up, it's not usually a big deal. It's just the oil on them gets rancid.
Yeah. It was weird, too. It had, like, the taste of, like, sourdough bread, but they were, like, tortilla chips. That's not normal.
No.
I mean, look, I'm not going to say you're off your A game because you're doing good, but also you're getting bad RNG.
Here, I had to move my microphone so I could sit up.
You got a gamer stance it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so mad.
See, the nice thing with this is even if you mess it up, you still get money out of it. I've tried this, it doesn't work. You have not gotten one correct letter. There you go. Me when the bees get me. Bee. Yeah, 1 in 6 is just way too low of odds.
How was that?
I feel it. I've tried it before. It just, yeah. You would need some absolutely ridiculous RNG. That was closer.
I can do it.
I can do it, Dad. I can do it.
We're the Emperor. We're already starting off so strong, dude.
Oh, yeah. It's not unsalvageable.
I've gotten like no doubles ever.
Yeah. I've been counting. I think you've gotten, well, now 4 like doubles ever. Which is, 5. 6? I don't know. Someone can fact check me on that, but it is not very good luck. Ah, not quite. That was really close. That's about as close as it can get.
We're gonna do one more attempt, and then I'm gonna have enough rupees to go do more auction.
Sure. Oh, nice. It counts. It counts.
Is there any more checks I need to do here? Is there another one I gotta do?
You have to leave and come back so the new mail guy can come in.
And then I need to do 25 with him too?
Yep.
Okay, that's not too bad. 25 is very much the upper limit. Like
Yep.
when we were talking earlier about how that one minigame was too easy, this minigame is like, I think, perfect.
It's absolutely perfect. It's peak cinema.
Like, I don't know. Like, it's hard, but it's a good hard.
Yeah. And also,
unlike my crackers that are stale.
yeah. Also, it has the nice consolation prize of making you moolah when you lose it instead of losing you moolah when you lose it.
Yeah.
That was a lot of words that just came out of my mouth. I hope that made sense. You just gonna dump it all on Sploosh Kaboom?
No, I'm gonna do auctions again.
Oh, okay.
Because we have like 2 auction checks.
Yeah, I completely forgot about the rest of the auctions. I was like, oh yeah, we did that.
I'm gonna do this though, because I should save.
Yeah, we'll call it an episode here. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, leave a comment that says what your favorite Zelda minigame is.
Yeah. And subscribe if you want to. Yeah. Thank you for watching.
Bye-bye.
Bye.